Fun times PRV on another Worcester. Again, one that's rear piped. Let's see how we can get this one out. Alright, so again, it is rear piped, but there looks to be enough space to get the PRV out. You can see the red handle there. So I'm going to try and disconnect the scale reducer, remove this section here, and then try and get my hand in. To there, you can see the red handle. We'll try and pop it out. Right, boiler's isolated, drained out. It's on 0. Recharge the expansion vessel to push any of the remaining water just straight out of it. So make sure that when you do changing the PRV, you're not going to have another gush of water coming out. That's sitting in the expansion vessel. So now I'm going to close this back up, try and undo the scale reducer and see if I can get in through the back there. Right, with a bit of persuasion, I've taken the cold connection piece out there, and now hopefully I should be able to reach up and get the PRV, which is up there. Okay, it's not coming out the back because it's still quite tight. I'm going to try to go again in through the front, take the pump out, and then see if I can get my hand behind this way and then try and pull it out. But from underneath here, it is very tight. Let's get that to focus. Yeah, I've been trying for a while. Just trying to get my screwdriver in there to pop the old one out, but it's just not coming. It sort of moves, it teases you and then pops back in. So I've soaked it in WD-40 as well, but it just doesn't want to play ball, so I think I'm just going to have to go in through the front. Okay, so taking the trap out, soak the expansion vessel and pressure gauge hoses WD-40, soak the pump connections there, undone the electrical, undone the cold water inlet, taking out the clip for the flow turbine, and now disconnected that, and now we should just be able to, that will pop out. And bring that up and around. Go. Fucking cables in the way and shit, but right, that's out with the turbine. Now undo this pump clip here. You can tell I'm starting to get frustrated, and the main thing to do is to not get frustrated on this job, but sometimes you just can't help yourself, especially when you're the only one getting PRV changes on Worcesters. Right, I'll be back in a minute with all that to do that. Let's pop that clip out, pull this one out. You don't need to pull them out all the way, just undo them, and then angled pliers on the pressure gauge hose. Come on. Right. See if that just comes out now. There we go, and that's out. And now let's get the expansion vessel connection out. So grips lightly, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, turn it, turn it, turn it, and it should hopefully I'll come back to that in a minute. Alright, got the expansion vessel hose out, pressure gauge is out, pump clip is out. Now these ones, they're on a ratchet, so I'll find these bent long nose pliers help out a lot. So you squeeze it together, push it away from you, and then crack it open. And then just do that, and that will lift up. Now the pump will be ready to come out. So let's try and get it out. Oh, all right. It's all right, it's just going down the sink worktop anyway, so it's fine. It'll go into the sink. Just get my stuff out of the way. Okay, orange bucket to the rescue. That's still coming out, I don't know why, but let's try and get the pump out. So it doesn't go all of the PCB. Move that out of the way. Right. Pumps out. Trap's holding down. Everything's just going a bit woohoo today. It's alright. Shit happens. Right. Deal with that after. Bucket's there, so that's catching everything. Now let's see if I can now get to the PRV from this side. Alright, had a bit of luck. Screwdriver in here, got it underneath, boom, popped it out. Right, let's get this bastard out. Now, the interesting thing is, will I be able to get the new one in, or is this going to be a repeat of what I had last week? I end up having to take the whole block out. Where's that gone? Alright. Here we go. Yep, that was definitely passing. Let's see if I can get the new one in. Right, there's a new one. It's all greased up. And we'll see if we can pop it in. Happy days. New one went in a lot easier than I thought it would. Fed my hand in through the bottom, lined it up with there, and then use my flathead just from the back there, and then pushed it in. Clips in as well, and I just got to pop that on so it goes straight onto there, and then put everything back together. So that's just a little yellow clip at the bottom, so just now we'll just push up. He says it should go up easily, but it probably won't. Let's make sure it is lined up. Yeah, that is lined up. Okay, I'll deal with that afterwards. Right, everything's greased up. All the connections greased up either side. Flow turbines back in, and we'll put the pipe in afterwards. Expansion vessel connections are greased up. Pressure gauges are greased up. Pump connections are greased up. So now let's just try and get everything back together. Right, that's everything back together. This clip always catches people out. Long nose pliers. You want to tease it in from the left, so from the right going to the left, and you've got a little dog leg bit there, so that with the long nose pliers you can sort of ease it in like that. It goes in, pull it towards you so it pushes the pipe in, and then bang, clips in. Just going to do up the cold water connection, and then we can fill her up and test it. Right, water's back on. No leaks on the cold connections. That's all good. Now just top up the pressure and test the boiler for the heating side, make sure there's no leaks. System's full, 1.5 bar. Nothing's leaking, which is exactly what we want to see. There you go, that's how to change a PRV, or one way of changing a PRV on a Green Star 30 SI.